Okay, so welcome to the Force always. My name is David Zammit, aka Deez, or Deez, aka David Zammit, whatever you like. This is the review of the Acolyte episode 3, or EP 3 is how I'm going to put it. And so let's get right into it, straight off the bat. This is a 7.9 out of 10. I personally thoroughly enjoyed this particular episode, but this particular episode, you're either going to love it or hate it. It's a real slow burn. It goes for about 44 minutes technically, as it says on the runtime, but that's, including credits and stuff like that. I thought there was a lot of things that have been done, yes, before, but the whole look of this particular episode, just the sets, even the costumes, the characters, I thought were all well done. The only area that I think, this is a bit of a spoiler. There was going to be a little bit of spoilerish action here. This is 16 years, I think it is 16 years before we saw in episode 1 and episode 2 of the Acolyte. And I think this technically should have been episode 1 because it does go back. I understand that seeing this as an episode 1 might have really deterred a lot of people because it's not really, it's a bit of a risk type episode because it's such a slow burn. It's got a very poetic sort of feel about that. What I mean by that, it's very, it's got sort of an undertone emotional sort of feel. I thought it was really well done. There's just little, things that I just get irritated with, like how is it that Jedi was on this planet? Why were they there at the beginning looking on this particular planet of the whole universe? I thought, why? Especially with 4 of the main people, I think would have been up and coming or at the top of the Jedi Order then. I think the acting, especially by the 2 kids version, the kids version of the twins, and even the adult version of the twins, that's May and Osha, really well done, really good. But a standout still is the Jedi Soul. He's such a good, he's got such a great delivery, and the type of character just suits well, so it's all there. But this one I think is going to be sort of like a bit of the Last Jedi vibe. Last Jedi was, unfortunately, I think the film that started the big divide amongst the Star Wars people. Because I do, again, as I've said this before, when I was at Star Wars Celebration for the Last Jedi, that was in Orlando, I think it was 2017. The excitement in the lines, just the lines alone, like waiting for 19 hours in a line. That's how hardcore we were, and I'd say still to a point are. The excitement of just talking about the stories, where these things could go, where it's been and what it's happening now, was just intense. It was just like we just kept on chatting. It was the same. Oh, if you weren't a Star Wars fan, you'd be absolutely going crazy. But it was so great. And what The Last Jedi did was really divide a lot of people. And I think this particular episode 3 in the Acolyte is going to divide a bit of people there as well. I do think, even though I like it, 7.9 out of 10, which is very good, I think Star Wars is still going backwards, not forwards. This is technically the 3rd episode out of the 8. and it really needs to pick up the pace of where it's actually going, so to really steady itself. I think 8 episodes could be a bit too short, and I think the actual episodes could be a little bit short in itself. But, you know, if the story is going to be told in a certain amount of time, then that's what it takes. But there is a lot of slow burn in this particular episode. That's, you know, slow pacing. It suits the episode. Yeah, it was just great. I enjoyed it. It's going to be really up to you guys to sort of see what you think. I'm going to give it 7.9 out of 10. I've actually seen some people on YouTube already pretty disgusted with it. I've seen some people on the fence, and some people sort of like a bit interested in it. But I think, yeah, look, the particular head, I think it's Leslie. I think her name is Leslie. So surname or first name, I'm unsure. She actually said in an interview recently that episode 5 is going to be the one that just really makes and shakes. So let's, I don't know, if you're falling off, maybe hold on to that if you can. I'm sort of really watching out for episode 5 to see what happens. If that is going to be the one that really shakes and makes, then that's really episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. That would be a real nice way to sort of get into it at that point. That's 4 full episodes. Sounds very small, but, you know, it's a lot for a Star Wars TV series. So let's, you know, that's what she said. The head, I think the director or producer, or I'm unsure exactly her title. I keep missing the thing. But anyway, yeah, so this is going to be, I think, a divided opinion type of episode. I think also, but I want to add again, I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, that is the review for this time around. Just to let you know again, Star Wars Celebration is coming out next year in Japan. I think you can create fan tables. You can apply for that. Go online to StarWarsCelebration.com. Check that one out. That's pretty much the Star Wars news at this time. That's it. I'm wishing I'm going to sort of be a bit earlier next week with my review, if I rock a review. Just depends. We'll just take it there and then. But anyway, until next time, my friends, keep like Michael in Werribee. Who is this Michael? Michael in Werribee. Werribee South. It's in Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. Like Michael, as he does every single day, and me. Keep rocking.